Burrima project started in 2005. Irrigators were pretty frustrated about the lack of access to land in the marshes, and so when this little block of land came up for sale, a group got together and decided that we had to have our own window on the marshes.
As irrigators for our life and live, work and play on the Macquarie Valley, we'd had water taken off us several times for the environment, and I guess we were showing a level of frustration that the management of that water and the management of the land hadn't been a consideration at all. So we decided the best thing to do was to try and show, as people weren't believing us as irrigators, that if we took them down there and showed them what could be done with better land management, that the message would get across a lot better.
I guess when the block was bought 14 years ago, the immediate action was to remove livestock. So the land on Burrima is not actively managed for a commercial outcome. It's managed for environmental and conservation outcomes. A quarter or a third of the land is very fragile topsoil, subject to scalding.
We do have some active and passive management practices there. We've put in water holding circles, and we've planted some saltbush to try and hold water on the higher areas. So when Burrima was bought, the country had been grazed quite bare. It was in the middle of the Federation drought, and the reed beds had been grazed down to ground level by cattle. And as soon as those cattle were taken out, within 3 years we had reeds 6 and 8 feet high over a significant part of the flooded area. So it was much more dramatic than any of us had ever expected.
The key issue isn't just the volume of water that goes into Burrima or goes into the Macquarie Marshes. There's a big part of the issue is that it's how we manage the land, and the water is only the catalyst.
The debate said add more water, and what we've demonstrated is that you can actually get a multiple increase in beneficial use of e-watering if you manage the land appropriately.
You can't have a regulated system and private land that has infrastructure on it designed for grazing, but then have an environmental package in the middle that's not getting any water. So, you know, the fact that we keep increasing the environmental water without any better results surely should tell someone that there's other factors at play rather than just the volume of water. I think that the truth or the facts seem to be fairly irrelevant to a large proportion of politicians and media and lobbyists. If you're sitting at a meeting or in a forum and people don't believe you, well, we invite them out to the block and say, well, you know, come out and have a look at the block and see what's happened.
Everybody's an environmentalist at heart, or a conservationist at heart to some degree. We want to leave the state in a better place than what we found it. So this is our opportunity to have a